Yes. All right, cool. All right. So we left off at multicellular,
Mm-hmm.
consisting of many different types of specialized cells.
Right.
Okay, cool. Although cells differ widely in size and appearance, they all have basic structures in common. All cells have a cell what? And it starts with an M.
Membrane.
That's correct. That is a structure that keeps the cell's content separate from its external environment. The membrane selectively permeable. What does that mean?
Uh,
And you can phone a friend if need to.
Jay.
I'm a friend too.
Oh, what? Yeah,
You can how about this? You can phone an instructor.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Phone an instructor. All right. Cell membrane selectively permeable, which means it allows certain substances such as water, nutrients, and waste to pass between the cell's interior and the surrounding environment. Inside the cell membrane is the cytoplasm. What can you tell me about the cytoplasm?
The cytoplasm. Um, I need to phone somebody.
Cool. Phone your instructor.
Yeah.
A watery jelly-like substance that can include other cell structures. And finally, all cells have genetic material, which contains coding instructions for carrying out the cell's activities. In bacteria, the genetic material consists of a single molecule suspended in cytoplasm. Bacteria are called prokaryotes. Bacteria are called prokaryotes. Okay. In all of the cells, the genetic material is contained within a nucleus. Such cells are called eukaryotic cells. Okay. All plant and animal cells are eukaryotic. A typical plant cell is shown in the description. Note that a plant cell has a cell wall which gives the cell shape and rigidity, and an animal cell does not. All right. You want me to talk about the parts of the plant cell?
Yeah.
All right, cool. You got the cell wall, like we just said, protects the cell, it gives it shape. You have chloroplasts, which absorb the sun's energy for the production of food within the plant cell. You have the vacuole, it stores water, nutrients, waste, and other substances. You have the nucleus. The nucleus contains genetic material that directs the activities of the cell. The cell membrane, like we just talked about, protects the cell, allows certain substances to move into and out of the cell. That's a P word. What is that P word?
Out in the cell.
Yeah. So meaning allow certain substances to move into and out of the cell.
That's
Permeable.
permeable. Okay.
Okay. So just remember perm for the first part. Permeable.
Permeable.
Okay. Ribosomes produce proteins. Cytoplasm surrounds the nucleus and includes other cell structures. And, in the Barber book, they talk about protoplasm and cytoplasm, but, for the sake of what we studying, we just going to stick with what they say.
Yeah.
Okay. Cytoplasm, we talked about that one. Mitochondrion is the cell's energy. It's where the cell's energy is produced. Excuse me. All right. So, the function of the blank is to supply energy to the cell. Is it the nucleus? Is it the ribosomes? Or is it the mitochondrion?
I know it ain't the nucleus, but
That's correct. It's not.
yeah. But,
You're right. It's not.
What's the other two?
Ribosomes and mitochondrion. One of them produce proteins, and the other one, the cell's energy is produced.
Give me two again, one more time.
Okay. Ribosomes
Ribosome.
and mitochondrion.
Mitochondrion.
That is correct. Mitochondrion is where the cell's energy is produced. Let's see. Okay, okay. Cells were first seen during the 1600s when the English scientist Robert Hooke observed cork cell walls through a microscope that could magnify a specimen a couple of hundred times its original size. In the 1800s, the compound light microscope magnifies up to 1,000 times. And then electron microscopes that were invented in the 1900s can magnify up to 1 million times. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So 1600s, 100 times its original size, 1800s, thousands, 1900s, millions,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Which of the following best explains why our knowledge of cells has grown with improvements in microscope technology? Is it A, each time the microscope is improved, scientists can see cell structures more clearly? B, with the first microscopes, all cell structures were clearly visible? C, compound light microscopes can magnify cells up to 1,000 times? Or D, Robert Hooke's microscope only allowed him to see the largest cell structures?
Uh, A.
A is correct. Each time the microscope is improved, scientists can see cell structures more clearly. How did you arrive at that answer?
Because it said um, that they invented. I mean, not invented. Through the years, it's more clearly. It started being more clear.
That's right. That's right. All right. So we're going to go a little bit further today, okay?
All right.
All right. All cells need energy to carry out the life functions, such as growth and reproduction. Green plants, certain algae, and some bacteria use energy from sunlight. Excuse me. They use energy from the sunlight to make food in a process called photosynthesis. Have you heard about that before?
No.
Okay, cool. We'll come back to it. In photosynthesis, plants use sunlight to power chemical reactions that convert carbon dioxide gas and water into oxygen and the simple sugar glucose. In the first stage of photosynthesis, light energy is captured by chloroplasts inside the plant cells. The chloroplasts contain chlorophyll, which is a pigment that gives plants their green color. Chlorophyll absorbs light energy for photosynthesis. In the second stage, water, which is H2O, that the plant gets from the soil, and carbon dioxide, which is CO2, that the plant gets from the air, they undergo a complex series of chemical reactions inside the chloroplast. Remember chloroplast?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you remember what the chloroplast does?
Mm, no.
No problem. No problem. So the chloroplasts absorb the sun's energy for the production of food. So when it comes to this, the air, the carbon dioxide, the water that the plants get from the air, it goes from a series of chemical reactions inside the chloroplast. So that's what's going on inside the chloroplast. The plant cells, excuse me, the products of these reactions are, oh, excuse me, dude. I don't know what it is about reading. About
For real.
reading out loud. That shit will have you yawning, man. God, dog. Forgive me, y'all. Forgive me. But the products of these reactions are oxygen, which is O2, and glucose, which is C6H12O6. Plant cells use the energy that is stored in glucose to power cell processes. Photosynthesis can be summarized in a chemical equation. So 6CO2 plus 6H2O. What is CO2?
CO2.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Carbon what?
that
Carbon dioxide.
outside. No, no.
You good. CO2 is carbon dioxide plus 6H2O. What is H2O?
The water.
That's water. So 6 carbon dioxide molecules plus 6 water molecules converts into C6H12O6 plus 6O2. In words, this means that carbon dioxide plus water in the presence of light energy yields glucose plus oxygen. All right. Um, Yeah, we'll stop right there. So let's see. Yeah, we'll come to those questions. We'll come to those questions when we finish the other paragraph. So cool.
Now, with
Talk to me.
the pro, what you call it, the pro lot. There's two of them.
Okay.
I forgot what's the name of them.
Okay.
With the sales,
Mm-hmm. What, protoplasm, cytoplasm?
protoplasm, cyto. No, the other no.
Okay.
One of them is
Prokaryotes.
prokaryotes, and the other
Okay.
one eukaryotes, or something like that.
Eukaryotic.
Eukaryotic.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you got prokaryotes, and then you got eukaryotic.
Eukaryotic.
Mm-hmm.
So with the pro,
All bacteria.
yeah, it holds all the bacteria, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
In all other cells, genetic material is contained within a nucleus, and those are eukaryotic.
Eukaryotic.
Yep. 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 Is there anything you need me to go back over with those?
No.
Okay. So we'll stop for this particular section right here. We will be back with more GED prep with my man Curtis Woodruff, aka Kurt. No, Woodruff at Woodruff Kurt 722. Is that correct?
Some of my
Yeah. How they gonna find you?
6767. I had it wrong.
Did you give me your email? That was your
Okay,
email. You
yeah,
gave me the email. So it was 6767.
Yeah.
Excuse me, y'all. So at Woodruff Kurt, he don't want y'all to find him, basically. Hey, come see him for a cut too. Come see him for a cut too, man. The man is skilled, even though he don't want you to see him. You know, at Woodruff Kurt 6767. There we go. All right. This will be our GED prep, our public GED prep for the day. We will see y'all soon, man. Peace.